So here's one of my favorite comments that I saw on this post. It says, are you kidding? This is the worst house I have ever seen. This is the worst house I have ever seen. Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike with JetSetSimmer. How we all doing today? It's a beautiful sunny day here in Chicago, and it feels like spring is in the air. I'm super stoked about it. I haven't really played my game, like I've said in the past few videos, in quite some time. And lately, each time I've made a video, I kind of lay out this intention that I'm going to get back into playing my game because it's been like a few weeks. And then that never actually happens. Like I play my game for one afternoon, and then I get busy with other things, and all of a sudden, 4 days have passed and I haven't played my game. However, the one day that I played last week, I did record a build while I was playing The Sims. And it's a really cool build. I'm excited to show it to you, so let's jump in. So for this build, I kind of wanted to go in the direction of building a tiny home, and it just kind of turned into this cottage inspired type of home. It's not exactly extreme cottagecore vibes, but it has the cottage feel. And it was actually really cool because I built this build, I took some screenshots, I posted it on Twitter, I added this house onto the gallery, and Maxis actually favorited this house. And I have not been back onto my game in like 4 or 5 days now, so I haven't really seen the download number on this house on the gallery ever since Maxis favorited it. However, I haven't played my game in like 4 or 5 days ever since Maxis did favorite this house on the gallery, so I don't really know what the download number is, but we'll make sure to check that out at the end of this video. Anyway, about this build, like I said, I just wanted to do a tiny home. I didn't want to spend hours creating a house because I was kind of short on time the day that I did open up my game, and I figured a tiny home would be perfect. And I actually really love this home, and I haven't played in it yet, but I really want to. It's just super cute, and I love the cottage vibes. And it's funny because the day that Maxis did favorite this house, I did go on the gallery just to kind of look at it. It had literally been favorited like maybe an hour or so before I went and checked it, and there were already some really funny comments on it, and so I'll show you those later because they really made me laugh. Most of the comments are super positive, but there are definitely some comments where people just kind of say like really rude things. And to me, I really don't care because, I mean, I am not building these houses for people to like them necessarily. I'm just kind of building houses that I'm inspired to build and that I like, and then sharing it out there to see if anybody else wants it in their game. I don't know. However, I don't build these builds for the positive feedback. I build these builds because I love building, and anytime I see positive feedback, of course, it is definitely really encouraging. However, it's also really funny when I see negative comments, and it just makes me laugh and giggle. And so I'll show you those later when we go into the gallery to just look at the comments on this house. Other than that, today is Easter, and I am recording this video on Easter. I built this house, gosh, probably a week ago, I want to say. I don't even remember, and I've just been so lazy at actually recording videos and making more builds and just being active. And I have a feeling like it's going to be a little more tough when I go back to flying in a month. But I still have 4 more weeks before I go back to work, so I'm hoping to squeeze in as many builds and videos as I can. So we'll see how that goes, because I know in each video I say, oh, I want to start playing more, and then I don't. So we'll see if I could stick with that intention. For this kitchen, though, I used the new Country Kitchen Stuff Pack, I think it's called, just because I felt like it fit the cottage vibes so perfectly. And I know I've used this kitchen stuff pack in other builds. I created another like country cottage, and there's actually a speed build video of that as well. I love that build, like it just looks so beautiful. But that had a cottage vibe as well, and I used this kitchen pack. But for this little tiny home cottage, I just had to use this kitchen pack again, so I did. And I also used a lot of clutter in this build, especially on the shelves. I put shelves above the fridge and I put some cluttered items up there. I don't know. I just thought it was super cute. I love the style. That kitchen pack is my favorite. To be honest, I don't think I would enjoy a kitchen like that in real life, but in the game, it just is a change up that I really, really enjoy. Um, let's see. So, despite this being a tiny home, I actually feel like I fit a lot of stuff in this house. And it's not like a tiny, tiny home. It's called the tiny home, like it's tier two or whatever, but it's not the smallest. It's like the mid range size. And I fit a lot. I fit a full kitchen with an island. I fit a little area for laundry. There's an area with a computer desk. You've got the full living room. I even put like a fireplace in this build. And then you've got the double bed and a full bathroom. So I felt very accomplished with all that I actually fit in this build just because there is a lot of stuff and a lot of clutter, and I think it looks super cute and super homey. For the bathroom, which you'll see a little bit later in the speed build video, I literally squeezed the bathroom into 2 tiles, which I had never done before, but it actually works and it's super cool. And so you'll kind of see how I move the items a little bit into the walls just to make sure that everything else is super functional in the bathroom. And I play tested in it so the toilet works, the sink works, and the shower works. It is a functioning bathroom and I love it. I love the fact that you could fit a bathroom into just 2 tiles. However, the only way you could do this is if you have that cheat on bb.moveObjects. If you have that cheat on, you could fit it. If not, then I don't think it works having a 2 tile bathroom. This living room though is so cute. I kind of played off of the colors that I had in the kitchen. I used the blue counters or whatever, the blue cabinets in the kitchen, and then my laundry and dryer unit was yellow, and so I kind of played with those colors in the living room, and you could see that especially in the paranormal stuff pack items that I used. I used the couch and the chair, and I used the teal and yellow colors, and I think it just really fits in super nicely. It really carries on that whole vibe in the tiny home, and I love it. I used a lot of the objects that came in the tiny living stuff. I don't know what it was called, but the tiny living pack had like that TV and the hutch with the bookshelf already built in and everything. I used that, and then I also used the tiny living fireplace, and it's this little tiny fireplace that's just kind of stuck in the corner. And I think it looks super good. This living room is so roomy for it being a tiny home. I was shocked at how much I actually fit in this tiny room, like in the living room in the tiny house. Actually, to be honest, multiple times throughout this build, I almost felt like I was cheating because so much was fitting into this tiny home. And I don't know how it all fit. Like, it must have just been the layout that I built, but so much was fitting that it almost didn't feel like it was an actual tiny home, which I think is pretty awesome and pretty successful, because I think the challenge of having a tiny home is making it feel spacious and big. And I feel like that was definitely accomplished in this build. So there I just did the bathroom, and you could kind of see, I mean, it went by really quickly, but you could kind of see I moved the items a little bit into the wall, but not so much that it looked awkward. And then I placed the shower in the middle, and everything totally works. And so if you are building a tiny home, I definitely suggest you trying that out because it is a great utilization of small space. And then I built a little garden in the backyard, and I feel like it's super cute. Most often when I build tiny homes, I don't create like an actual fenced in backyard just because the fence actually takes up tiles as well. But for some reason I was like, you know what, this might be a tiny home that is in like a suburban neighborhood maybe. Or if you want this in your build, you could totally have this as like a mother-in-law suite behind your house. So in that case, I feel like it would fit in a suburban neighborhood as well. But I did add the fence just because I wanted that feel. And it's super cute. It's super cluttered. I love this tiny home, and apparently a lot of others loved it too. I posted pictures of it on Twitter, and it went insane. And then Maxis favorited it in the game. And so I'm super stoked and honored about that. So why don't we jump into game real quick, and we will take a look at some of the funny comments that are on the gallery. Here is the final product, and here is my lovely sim standing out in front of the house. She is so cute. I freaking love it. I used a lot of custom content on the sim. I could go into that later, but let's open up the gallery real quick. So if you want to download this into your game, my username is JetSetSimmer anywhere you go, and here it is. So far, oh my gosh, it has 12,000 downloads, and this is definitely my most downloaded item that I've placed on my gallery. How cool is this? But I mean, scrolling through some of these comments, they are absolutely hilarious. Let me see if I can find some. A lot of the comments are very encouraging. This comment, they said, I want it, but I don't have all the packs. I will admit, I use a buttload of packs for this build. And the reason why is because I was not intending for it to be favorited by Maxis. I was not necessarily intending for it to be downloaded by 12,000 people. Like, I literally had not played my game in a few weeks, so I built this using all the packs just because I wanted to get my creative juices flowing again. So I apologize if you do not have all these packs. I am so sorry. It was not my intention for this to go crazy, but I'm sorry to this one person who said that they can't download it because they don't have all the packs. So here's one of my favorite comments that I saw on this post. It says, are you kidding? This is the worst house I have ever seen. Love that. Thank you. That means the world to me. I appreciate the feedback. It's such a great comment. Like, this is the worst house I have ever seen. I don't know why, but that just made me laugh so hard. Like, and here's another comment that made me giggle. This is Mamaru234. Mamaru234 says,
it's so ugly, it's cute.
And I feel like that's kind of like a backhanded compliment that you hear in the southern United States. Like, it's so ugly, it's cute. Like, I love it, but I hate it. And I don't know why, but it made me giggle so much. Like, it is such an ugly house that it's kind of cute just because it's ugly. Like, other than that, I didn't really read any other negative comments. It was just a lot of congratulations and this is so cute. However, let's do a quick little tour. This is the front of the build, obviously. Let's turn on all the lights. But here's the kitchen, and the kitchen is so freaking cute. Oh my god, I love the kitchen so much. Here's this little laundry area. It's super cute. I did add a vacuum cleaner into this build just to use the new dust kit. If you don't have it, the vacuum's not going to be there, which is totally fine. And here is a little computer desk. I love it. It's just super simple. And then the living room is super small but spacious at the same time. Like, I don't know how it could be so spacious in a tiny home, but it is. And we got the TV, book stands, we got this nice fireplace. I added these stones onto the back of this wall here just because I thought it looked super cute. The colors are all this teal and yellow color throughout the kitchen and the living room. The little bedroom area is nice. It's a little separated from the rest of the place, which I feel like, you know, that's how you kind of want it. Here is the bathroom, and like I was talking about, you could kind of see here, I moved the sink and the toilet a little bit into the wall, so it's clipping a little bit, but it's not so much that it's awkward. And then I placed the shower right here, and everything is functional and it works, and so I think it's awesome. I don't know what else to say. The backyard is super cute. I put a lot of garden stuff back here. I don't know, this little cottage is super cute. It's so ugly that it's cute, am I right? However, some of you might think this is the worst house you've ever seen. This is the worst house I have ever seen! And for that, I apologize. I will do better. But essentially, that was the house. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you have any other ideas for builds, please let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I'm going to go and I think I'm going to play my game a little bit for once. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.